Honestly, he's vlogging this.
It is officially time for my first girls only dinner party of the summer, which I'm so excited. I was supposed to do like a few weeks ago a coastal cowgirl theme, and we were gonna decorate on like cowgirl hats, and it was just gonna be super fun. But then I had a few unexpected things come up. So like the Italy trip with my sister-in-law, which I'm so thankful for, but that kind of postponed it. And so I changed the theme because it's midsummer to a kind of Mamma Mia inspired, as you can tell by the clock list, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. I got them on Amazon for like $5. So the invitation title, if you would call it that, is A Night in Greece. So the appetizer, so basically we're gonna do a bunch of Greek inspired appetizers, and usually it's Sunday currently, and usually I have like Sunday lunches or Sunday suppers with my family, but because the dinner party is tomorrow night, Monday night, and yesterday was the farmer's market, I was like, let's just prep as much as we can today, and we'll just snack on leftovers. So on the agenda for today, we need to bake all our cake layers because I'm attempting my first tiered cake. So the bottom 2 layers are going to be lemon chantilly filled with a lemon curd. The middle 2 are going to be chocolate cake filled with like chocolate hazelnut spread. And then the top 2 layers are going to be vanilla with like fresh raspberries folded in. Actually, I might have gone frozen raspberries. Why can I not remember that? Because I think I was debating between 2. Anyways, and then that's going to have a raspberry jam in the center of those. And then I got these flowers at the farmer's market, and they're just so whimsical and fun, and I hope this is in focus. And so we're going to decorate with a vanilla bean buttercream and then these flowers on top. I'm also going to prep my spanakopita, some homemade hummus. I'm gonna do lemon dill and a pickled beet, and then yeah, basically that's it until tomorrow when tomorrow morning I'll start on the tablescape, and then I'm gonna make a few different tarts, some roasted chicken drumsticks with a lemon garlic spread over saffron rice and pickled onions, a cucumber, peach, mint, and feta salad with a basil vinaigrette. I'm gonna pick some veggies from the garden. So yesterday's and then I'm also gonna prep a mocktail. I think I'm gonna do like strawberry lemonades with fresh mint from the garden. So tomorrow's the bigger day, but today I just want to prep as much as I can in advance to make tomorrow less stressful. But it is 9:40 and I leave for church at 10:15, so in 35 minutes. So I don't think I'm gonna have time to make the lemon chantilly cake. Maybe I'll have time to make, I wrote out all my recipes. I'm gonna try to make some kind of cake, but my camera I need to charge, so maybe I'll see y'all after church. I'm like having to crouch down so much. We got back from church and I didn't film this because I was rushing, guys. I did make the vanilla raspberry cake layers. So now I'm just slicing the tops off because I always get so scared when I'm in a rush that I don't fully bake things. So I want to try it because I kind of just wing this together. Okay, that's good. That's good. So these actually fully cooled while we were at church. So I'm going to wrap them in parchment and then saran wrap. And I'm going to start on the chocolate and the lemon chantilly, but first I'm going to make some lunch. And these are actually really good. These steak lettuce wraps have been living rent-free in my mind, in my brain. They're just really good. So we're gonna make some of those. I'm gonna wrap these, make lunch, get back to cake baking. Wow, you got a whole array of crinkles over there.
Wow. Me and my family.
That's sweet. I just put the lemon chantilly cake layers in the oven. I have adopted the recipe since I first posted it. I've been making this recipe for years now, but you guys really want like thicker cake layers, and these cake layers they're just thin cake layers, but I still slice them in half and make extra thin cake layers. But I've been listening and hearing you guys, so I'm testing out. Basically it's the same recipe, I just 1.5-sies it so that the layers will be a little thicker. So we're gonna test it out, hopefully that works, and it tastes good. And then I gotta make this spanakopita, and then I'm basically done until tomorrow. Okay, the best thing you can do, toothpick, except I'm having to use a skewer to test that the cake is done, and it is done. These are looking and smelling so good. We got our lemon chantilly, we got our chocolates, The vanilla raspberries are over here because they're already done cooling. While those cool, we're gonna make this spanakopita, and I also need to clean because I have stuff everywhere. I remember the first time I had, I wonder if I can set y'all up, I don't know. First time I had spanakopita was in high school, and it was made by this girl who was like, who was Greek, and so she knew what she was doing. And I was like, what is this heavenly creation that I am eating? It is like flaky, it is like my favorite types of cheese, like salty briny cheeses, and it's filled with spinach, so it's healthy. She's like, spanakopita, and I said, okay, I need to make this like routinely. Also, I love this wood bowl, but I do love when I can just pop things in the dishwasher. So actually, I'm gonna clean and then spanakopita. The spanakopita aside, I have one dilemma. So the weather is so hot and I love it. I love summer, but we're getting a lot of like rain at night. And so tomorrow I've been keeping an eye on the weather. It's like predicting to rain right at 7:30 or like 8, and the girls are coming at 7:30. And at church earlier, I was laughing with my friends. She was like, we're just gonna pull up we're just gonna hold up umbrellas at this point. So I'm just gonna move in faith and keep praying that the Lord takes the rain away, because it could go away. It could not rain tomorrow afternoon. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. By my hope, I have faith, it is not going to rain. Okay? The Lord is good. He's faithful. Marfetta is always a good option. It's 3 o'clock now, and although I didn't really get started on the cakes and everything until like 1 o'clock, I do want to wrap this up. So I'm assembling the spanakopitas, and then we'll do the hummus and we'll be done. I'm doing 1 layer of butter, which I unintentionally turned into brown butter, which was never really a problem. And then I'm going to add 3 more sheets using olive oil to make the individual ones. Also, something I did forget to do is wring out the spinach, which is not phenomenal, not tragic, but it does, being able to wring out the water from the spinach does help it to like remain flaky. So I'm just gonna have to do that as I put them on the individual cutouts. Hopefully I did these right. Yeah. I just finished, I feel like rolling like 36 spanakopitas, so I have a bunch of leftovers. I'm still threw on a sweatshirt because I spilled this all over my shirt. So I'm making like a mini version for dinner tonight, like a mini family style version. And I'm honestly being a little sloppy with it. But you know what? Sometimes it's the quick, thoughtless meals that turn out the best, right? It's time to clean up a little bit. Onion, garlic.
I go with some pickles and chips.
What, the firm? Mm-hmm. Okay, I was like, what hairstyle are we talking about?
The firm. Would never do that these days.
I kind of would want to do it. I think it would be kind of fun.
No, but it burns your hair like no tomorrow.
Well, that's the only downfall to it.
We weren't told that.
Well, nobody knew anything. Everybody just did something because it looked a certain way.
When we found out it burned your hair, we could stop doing it. Oh wow, Lauren, those really look good.
Well, these are my first batch. They're not as pretty as hopefully the other ones.
Aren't you serving these tomorrow?
Yeah, but I need literally watch out. It's super hot.
Have you ever seen the movie Mystic Pizza, Mom?
So I've made the base for the hummus. It's basically lemon hummus right now, and we're gonna do 2 different versions, a lemon dill and then pickled beet. So I'm gonna go to the garden and get some fresh dill, and then we're gonna take half of it out and add our pickled beets. It's a little too hot for this sweatshirt outside. Inside feels good, but not outside. Ow. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Oh, they're so baby. Okay, hopefully this doesn't... My goodness. I'm gonna top this off with some like herbs and a drizzle of olive oil and then serve it with some garden fresh veggies. Really my like cheap version of making homemade hummus with beets or beet homemade hummus. And it's so good. And now I'm done. I packed up my hummus. Oh, I'm making such a mess. This is the second show I'll be going through. Okay, I'm done. I've wrapped up my cakes, made my hummus, and what else have I done? Spanakopitas are gonna completely cool, then I'm gonna store them away, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So we did a quick run of Whole Foods to get some powdered sugar because I was like, I definitely don't have enough. And then I also always like to get like a fun little drink, so I got some kefir. And so now we're gonna get started on the buttercream to finish. Vicky! I was beating the butter for the buttercream. I sliced my lemon chantilly cake layers in half, and this one broke on me, but don't worry, it will not go to waste. But look at that texture, guys. Perfection. That is literally perfect. Because we had one layer break, we're only gonna do 3 of the like lemon chantillies, and for each, in between each one, we're gonna add a little bit of the lemon curd. Hopefully this doesn't, I'm only gonna do a very thin layer because A, I don't want it to be overwhelming, but also I don't want it to like seep out because it's gonna get pretty heavy with all the layers, the cake layers. A bee just about flew in the window. I took my, screen off my kitchen windows, and I love it because it adds more sunshine, but also not my smartest idea because sometimes bugs come in and that's not fun. It is not fun to deal with. Also, birds consistently hit my kitchen windows. I have like 2 larger ones and then a smaller one where the kitchen sink used to be, and which is this one right here. And yeah, birds are consistently running into the window, which I feel terrible because I'm like, I don't want y'all hurting your wings, but also don't fly into the window when it's open, please and thank you.
Yeah, make them whenever I want. Make them right. What are we talking about?
Damn.
I don't get to try it.
Yes, you do. I'm using all the flowers from the farmer's market, and I'm trying to make it super whimsical. And like, I don't know. I loved fairies growing up, so this just, I want it to be like a little fairy village. Even though fairies aren't real. But we can imagine they are.
There's little girls watching us. They're gonna be so
Maybe they are real. Just not visible to the eye. My mom reminded me that we have some edible glitter, so I'm adding that. And I want to say the cake is done. The cake is done.
Yeah. What is it? Oh, is this Mama Mia? Knowing me and knowing you, can do no.
Oh, that's so cute. We'll try to do like. Oh my goodness. No. I just got caught on this coming down. No. Did you make that? No. Well, good thing you can sew. That's so sad.
Well, you're recording this, right? I'm gonna go change shorts.
What is wrong with me today? I need to lock in. Oh my goodness. Just surfing that chair. Oh, this one's really long. We definitely need more on this side. Maybe I'll move this down. Oh shoot, I might have started in the middle. Okay, which ones are we going to pick for the tablescape?
I think we should do these ones.
We'll probably need like 4 more.
These
And I have 2 more of those up here.
Ooh, we could
So-
do those.
That would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's perfect.
10.
We need 9, so that'd be perfect. To that. So I have some disappointments, but also there's good in it. So my zucchini plants last year did not do well, but this year they've done so good. But I fear we are at the end of them because they're like splitting and kind of drying off. But we have one last zucchini, so we're gonna use that tonight. And then I do have one big one that I picked the other day. I also need some cucumbers for a little cucumber mint feta salad. So I have a ton inside, so I'm just gonna try to get some of the big ones to keep the plant healthy. And then I'm also gonna get some cherry tomatoes for the salad, and then pick whatever big tomatoes I can find as well. I also need mint for the salad, and then basil for the zucchini tart. I just planted some, what did I plant? I wanted to say string beans, blue lake bush beans. I got them locally because my okra has been doing incredibly well. I think I just didn't get the sun early enough, so it's kind of just stunted at this point. So I want to have some mid-transitional plants. Also, I don't know what tomatoes these are. They're like basically big boy sun golds. I need to come back here more often. How did I not know any of these were here? I also have some banana peppers. That little tip is the more you pick your plants, especially as they're growing, which my pepper plants are a little bit of late bloomers this year, like the more it allows the plant to focus on growing stronger, like stronger roots and stronger vines, so that I can actually produce more in the long run. So I like to pick my peppers as much as I can. Peppers also are really easy, like beginner crop. I feel like they're pretty foolproof. They just really love sun. So if you have a lot of sun, peppers are really fun to grow. Oh, but I did come out here for mint, which all this mint is from last year. I did not plant any new mint. It grows like wildflower. The streamers are blowing in the wind. Okay, I also need basil. Okay, so right now I'm finishing up the last bit of prep before I like get ready and do the mains. I prepped the crudité. Is that what they're called? Like crudité boards with some farmer's market carrots, because I picked a lot of my big carrots and so I still have a ton of tiny carrots, so I don't want to pick the tiny carrots yet. And then I also got some candy striped beets and yellow beets from the farmer's market, my cherry tomatoes from the garden, and cauliflower. And then, sorry, I feel like I have something in my teeth. And then I have my hummuses. I'm letting them get to room temp. I made 2 crudité boards too. And then I prepped my peach, cucumber, and fresh mint from the garden. I'll also add arugula and cherry tomatoes for the salad. So now I'm just prepping a really quick basil vinaigrette, which I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm really just gonna throw in the basil. I also think mint is in there. And then some red wine vinegar. Actually, this is a rosé. Hold up. I'm gonna spill this all over me. A rosé sweet vinegar. And I've really been loving this. We used this for our holiday party. It was really good. Okay, I'm doing like half lemon olive oil, half vinegar. You don't have to use lemon olive oil, but I feel like it adds a nice little, it adds that lemony taste without you having to like, cannot function, add lemon itself, which is nice. Kind of kills 2 birds with one stone. And then a little bit of honey. That was a lot, but it's gonna be okay. I might end up adding more vinegar and olive oil. Also, this little, I'm telling you, it's the tiniest blenders that are the most powerful. This thing will be the most beautiful, creamiest puree compared to like my bigger blender. This is good.
See? This is it.
I know, I saw that yesterday when I was at Trader Joe's. I looked for the 9.
You got it. Not
a 9 in front of a produce label means it's fully organic, not GMO, and pesticide free.
Wait, we don't.
5:14, and the girls will be here in about 2 hours. So I'm gonna get started on the puff pastry tarts. I'm doing these like family style tarts. They stay pretty flaky, so I can make them in advance. I'm gonna do 2 different versions. I'm going to do an heirloom tomato version with tomatoes from my garden, and then a zucchini version with also zucchini from my garden. For each Oops, this one got a little sticky. For each one, we're going to give it like a 1/2 inch border. So I'm just scoring that. And it does not need to be perfect. And then we're gonna poke the insides with a fork. But I feel like the bottom rack, I feel like the bottom rack is gonna have to bake like 5 minutes longer. I have them on 425. I'm gonna go like, we're gonna start at 15 minutes. You wanna slice the zucchini pretty thin here. Now the reason I love hosting on Mondays, which feels very odd, not only does it work out with all of my girl schedules, but I get to go to the farmer's market and get inspired. And so I found these super cutie little yellow zucchini, and I thought it would like complement not only the taste of the tart, but also just like having a different color and size zucchini would be kind of fun. I like to have different like textures and shapes when making food because, I don't know, I feel like the more dimension the better. I feel like this needs a little bit longer. Switch these guys.
Will this tart stay happy?
I think I'm gonna not assemble them until right before they all get here. Then I just pre-bake them.
What's the second tart?
It's gonna be my heirloom tomato tart, and then the other one's gonna be zucchini, but I think I'm gonna bake the zucchini and then assemble it before they get here. So they're not, so like the ricotta and cheese isn't sitting on it. A little ahead of time, so I decided I'm going to leave the puff pastries the way they are and not assemble them until like right before they come. So instead, wow, that's a big piece of zucchini. Instead, I'm going to roast the thinly sliced zucchini for like, I'm thinking 15-20 minutes. And I'm also going to get started on the lemon garlic chicken drumsticks and the saffron rice. 6:06. So we're going to put our marinated chicken that I forgot to show you guys, but maybe I'll take a picture of this and share the recipe on my blog. I'm going to put it in an oven-safe skillet. It's basically like brown sugar, some seasonings, lemon zest, and minced garlic. And I'm putting it in a skillet to roast for about like 40 minutes. And then I need to start on the rice. And then very last, I'm gonna reheat the spanakopita and assemble the tarts. Oh, forgot there's chicken in there. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Okay.
You want pink, yellow, green.
That went crazy. That was such a good night.
That was cute. MG. These claw clips are so good. Done, you minx.
Okay,
the rain is impending.
Homemade beet hummus.
Yes!
We have
Whoa!
lemon garlic chicken drumsticks. With
Are you
saffron
vlogging?
rice.
I am vlogging this.
From the garden, zucchini ricotta pesto tart. We have an heirloom tomato tart, and then that's a lemon dill hummus, and then a salad.
Yay! It's not gonna rain.
Oh,
would never
yes! Oh, but
Word.
Vicky, please. There's 3 different flavors. So.
Oh my god.
Slide. I need 10 more.
Give me.
Honey, and you're gonna pay.
Smile. No, smile.
Phone and goes.
Oh my gosh.
Not the number app in a separate car.
On the interstate going 70 miles an hour.
What?
He goes, oh yeah,
I said,
funny.
you best believe I'm going 120 after that area. He was like, I love my life. I know, he literally was like, cheers.
Fabulous.
Thank you. Gorgeous.
Wow, seriously. I freaking I got that! I got that!
What kind of nuts?
Lauren, what kind of nuts do you like? Honestly, he's he's 5'8", but he's did it.
Yes, yes, yes.
I did it.
Yes,
Cheers.
come. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Lauren. Right. Oh my gosh, we did that. She said I'm gonna do it. I did it. I think we need some cake too. It's good.
Bottom tier time.
Wow.
Well, that's one way to eat it.
The buttercream.
Okay, bye vlog.